Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like with
with his everything.
Oh.
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hey Dina, once again you asked us for our special spots, and I'm not gonna lie, mine is at an airport with a mimosa. See you in Quebec in just a little bit. Take it away.
She's adorable. Tanya Anywhere is adorable. Good morning. I'm making toast this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. That's how I want to wake up. Good morning, Denise. How is everybody? It's a busy day today. It's hump day, my people. Girl, we needed to hear it. We needed to hear it. I was talking to somebody yesterday. And they're like, how you doing? I said, I'm so stressed out. And she's like, what? I said, do you know what I have to do in order to go away for vacation? A ridiculous amount of things. Does everybody else feel like that? Like to go away for a week, it takes you 2 weeks to prepare and then 2 weeks to catch up when you come back. That's where I am as a person. So I feel like things are under control, but not really. Control, what's that? Nobody knows. I know it's straight hair, Dina. That's what's happening today. We'll see how long this lasts. Where are you going? I'm going on a cruise. I'm leaving on a cruise. I had to learn. I still don't know what the kids want to drink. Katie said, not so good here. Our AC quit last night. Georgia is hot, girl. I always need a vacation from the vacation. I know. I hope it's worth it. Because I'm looking forward to it. I'm leaving out of Jersey. So it's not like we have to get on a plane. I'll be here tomorrow for sure. And then we leave shortly after that. And then I doubt I'll get a signal in the middle of the ocean Friday. And then there's Saturday, Sunday. So maybe Monday, but I'm almost positive I'll be in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. If I may go live just to show you pretty things. But we'll see. What have you and Jason? All the kids. I know. Well, they're all like old now. And so like I got shampoo, little containers. I got people some shoes. But no, nothing. You're on your own. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Anyway. All right. So I did find an article that I thought we should discuss because I would like everybody's take on it. So give me a minute. Girl, let me pull it up. And you're going to crack up. Okay, here it is. This is kooky weird. That means you'll love it. Okay, so I'm going to read you the title. And I think the title is going to get you. But I'm going to read you the title. And I want you to tell me what you think it means. Super weird. Here we go. Are dropsies, in quotes, dropsies around your period a real thing? Just let it sit for a minute. That's the title of the article. Are dropsies around your period a real thing? Anybody know what this article's about? Kendra's like, girl, what's a dropsy? Sheila said yes, very emphatically. So Sheila might be the only one that knows what I'm talking about, because I've never heard of this. I feel like a foot thing, like a drop foot. Which headaches are. You tend to drop stuff. Yeah, your hands are not working well. Okay, so here's what the article says. If you feel a little clumsy right before your period starts, you need to read this. Ever feel less than coordinated, clumsy? You're not alone. PMS clumsiness, sometimes conversationally called period dropsies. I have never had a conversation with anyone where I was like, girl, period dropsy. There's no such thing as conversationally period dropsies. What? Anecdotally, I would say yes, it's a thing, noting that period dropsies aren't currently recognized as an official symptom of PMS or premenstrual dysphoric disorder. The most common time is during the final few days leading up to the period when estrogen and dopamine are dropping. Has anybody ever experienced this? Lisa said, I do. I think when you're pregnant too. What? It's also a real thing after 60. Huh. My mom called them butterfingers. But Renee, do you find that it happens right before your period? Like, I'm clumsy, but who wrote this piece? This was in Huffington Post. Before my hysterectomy, yes. Since then, I don't really have an excuse. Maybe I'm just a klutz. All the IVF drugs I took, I never experienced that. First time hearing this. Okay. So in some ways, dropsies are similar to pregnancy dropsies. Anecdotally, many report being more prone to drop or run into things during pregnancy. One study found that 27% of women fell at least once during pregnancy. Well, isn't that just because we're off kilter? Have you ever seen a side profile of a pregnant woman? The engineering isn't right. I mean, there's a lot. But I mean, do you ever think about like how much more muscle we have to get in our back in order to balance out the stomach and the front? You wouldn't be able to tell, but I must have had great back muscles because it was all stomach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes sense to me. There's little research on PMS clumsiness. But they say that it's underlying dopamine deficiency or ADHD. That makes sense because dopamine drops at the end of the cycle along with estrogen, and dropping dopamine can exacerbate an underlying problem with clumsiness or other ADHD symptoms. What do you do if you experience clumsiness? We need an article? Do we need an article for this? What should you do if you drop something? Let me write an article. And Huffington Post was like, get that to a stat. I could have written this. Here it is. Pick it up. Any other questions? Make sure you get good sleep, have good hygiene, stretch, warm up. Who got time for this? Take magnesium B6 during your premenstrual week. Well, I'll take whatever you say. Magnesium improves nerve function and energy production. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Dropsies, yes. Period, no. I never fell during pregnancy, but once I turned 50, I fell 3 times within 6 months. Girl, you're not wrong. I saw a pregnant girl at my granddaughter's graduation. She literally looked like she had one of those balls kids jump on. She was huge. I'm sure she didn't want to hear that. When it happened. At the end of my cycle, I go in straight OCD mode. I clean everything and start throwing stuff out I don't need. At the end of your cycle, like right before your period, you start cleaning. I think no, because by then your body knows you're not pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're ovulating, you'd start cleaning because you're like, I don't have a baby soon. Your body does weird stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You're like, why are we doing this? Like, why am I 52 and still have a period? I'm 53, tripped and fell yesterday. Landed on the sofa. Kezia, girl, you lucky. That crap will break your arm now. Just break it. A 50-plus-year-old woman can't just fall anymore and just be a good story. But girl, I fell the other day. Now, I'll tell you, Diana went down like a champ. All that working out, she went down like a champ. She fell the way old people are supposed to fall. She did like a rock. Slammed her head. She's fine. But non going to the gym, Diana, broke a hip, can't walk. And I tripped on my own feet. Missy said, I have definitely reached the age where people no longer laugh when I fall. They are deeply concerned. Now, are you including me? I feel like there's a split second where I'm just like, okay, and then that's fair. It depends on how you fell. Let me just show everybody. I didn't even plan that. I just have it queued up all the time. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible, and any of you bitches that laughed are also horrible people. That's why we're friends. And Missy's oddly fine with all of that. She gave me the video. The best is when she comes to at the end. Let's just watch it one more time. The best is just the few seconds there. It's wrong. Let's watch it. Why is it funnier the second time? All right, listen. I keep watching it thinking that it is Missy. I keep watching her feet, like Kezia is saying. There was a squirrel that came by. Like, there had to be a reason that foot just didn't make it. I keep thinking there's going to be something, but there's not. But the best part is she was fine. We knew we gave her that split second. She's fine. Okay. But then she pops up and you can see her like, what the? And her pretty curls are like, I can't. Yeah. It's just all of it. And I told you, Jason loves videos of pandas falling. I don't know if you guys knew that this is a genre, but he was like, Tina, look at pandas falling. And I go, what? He was, I'm telling you, it's the funniest thing. Go watch it, pandas falling. I go, you can search pandas falling? He goes, do it. This is what he does in his free time. I'm sure she skinned something, but it's her look of bewilderment. Judy said, it's this video for Missy and a darn cucumber for me. It's never going to go away. Yeah, yours is oddly worse, Judy. Every time somebody looks at a cucumber, they're like, well, Judy's from Saskatoon. No, and he's not wrong. Just for fun later, put in Panda's Falling. You're going to want to set aside at least an hour prior so you can like get into it. But pandas will just, I think that they think that they're like a butterfly, but they're big. And then they throw themselves onto like a tree, a sapling, and then wonder why they are eventually on the ground. And they just fall. And they never hurt themselves. Every single time. Who put that step there? This was a trap that Jeremy set, obviously. I'm gonna make some tea. But yeah, no, just fun. Just a fun day. Watching people fall. So yeah, I don't know. When I said to the girls yesterday, I was like, because it was Brooke and Sam, I said, do you guys drop stuff when you get your period? Oh wait, this was funny. So, you know, when Missy was here, we were doing our girls' weekend. And our girls' weekend included us writing a bit, cooking a bit, napping. But I feel like every time the girls, Brooke and her girlfriend Sam, walked in the door, we were napping or doing something just old people fun, cooking, making something yummy to eat. And so the girls would walk in and you could see they had a sadness in their eyes. What's doing? And Missy and I were having the best day ever. We're like, oh, we're great. This is fun for us. We just got up from a nap. We're having a great day. And they were like, do you guys want us to get you like ice cream or something? They're like, no, we have a sugar-free coconut with date chocolate thing that may or may not have a freezing point in the freezer right now. And we are planning at least eating half of one each. And you just saw young people just look sad about their future. I was like, no, we're really good. We're really having a great time. It's just what the definition of great time changes. No, my 15-year-old grandson yelled, look, there's George Bush, and pushed me into a bush we were walking past. He thought his 72-year-old grandmother was a teenage teammate. He laughed and laughed. Barbara, I hope that you punched your grandson. What in the... Yeah, what? My husband missed a step from our staircase into the room and fell. My daughter, that is autistic, witnessed it. For weeks after, her favorite script was Daddy fell down, to which she'd then throw herself to the ground. Naps are excellent. Wow. Yeah, I hope you pushed him back or took away his Christmas present or something, Barbara. My favorite is when young people call old people bro. That's Dean. And he'll say it. And I'm like, who are you talking to? What What? What? He said he caught me. I said, no, you picked me up. Shut up. He pushed you and then convinced you that I was joking and then I caught you. You didn't catch me. That bush caught me. What are you talking about? My husband fell like 25 years ago, and whenever I think about it, I crack up to this day. No, I just got up from drinking coffee, tripped over the computer cord, and poured coffee all over myself. It's not safe. No, Shakendra, I shouldn't. Good for you, Rebecca. She said, I'm on school vacation. My days are filled with errands and naps and sometimes the beach. I'm living my best life. Girl, that sounds amazing. Amazing. No, Shakendra. In fact, I'm not supposed to be drinking this tea with honey. But you know who's not supposed to be drinking things morning? She didn't stop. So when you give up soda, hashtag truth hurts. Now, I might have a tea maybe once a week. So and don't make fun of this pot because it's very dangerous. I do have a kettle. Let's talk about it. I have a kettle. The next obvious question would be, where is it? I don't know. I bought it and I put it in a safe place. It's here. I don't know where. My 15-year-old grandson says bro all the time. I laugh when I think about me falling at work. I was walking to pick up my kids from special and my foot went out under me. The best part was when the guidance counselor brought it up on the security cameras to watch and we watched it in slow motion. Here's the thing too, right, Carly, is that you might have gotten hurt. I don't know. But even in falls where you get hurt, once you're healed, and somebody's like, I do have a video of it. You're like, all right, let's play it. And like, I have it in slow motion. Of course you do. Then it's funny again, even if you do get hurt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Not like really hurt. Like there's a level, and you'd have to know where that level is. You know what I'm saying? I hit my elbows on things. I stub my toe while walking. It's like I trip. I look around and make sure no one saw it. Everybody does, Marta. Sometimes I laugh at myself and point it out. I'm like, did you guys see that? Because I don't want people to think like I don't know. I know. It's LaFive's 31st anniversary. Aw, LaFive. That's adorable since you never bring him up. Only you, your dad, and was your aunt? Never met Mr. LaFive. I don't think we have. She's like, I love him to 31 years. You'll never meet him. Okay. Yeah, we hosted our dear friend's wedding in our backyard. As the bride walked down the aisle, a very tall elderly woman fell onto another elderly woman and another and another. The whole row went down. Don't let your old people sit in the same row. Girl, you are not wrong. That's what happened. That's how Diana fell. Two old people were walking down the street, a 70-year-old and an 80-year-old. Now, when you have a 70-year-old and an 80-year-old, it's the 80-year-old that lost her footing. And in that moment, even the 70-year-old was like, I have to lay down my life. There could be only 10 years between you, but we're like, you have to save the 80-year-old. The odds are better. So Diana, hero, I still will say it. We're at odds many days, but she was a hero. She pushes Sally back up. I grab Sally from the front and I look at Diana begin to roll back. And I'm like, sometimes you got to lose some. You got to pick your poison. Now, if there was a 60-year-old there, then roles would have been reversed. I would have grabbed Diana. I'd be like, you're on your own. You understand? It's a numbers game. It's just how it is, which is why I only hang out with 60-year-olds. I will be saved, but that is not wrong, Melanie. Old people will go down. I don't know why they hold on to each other. You're like, neither of you is holding anybody up. You're just going to make it worse. So now Diana was on the ground and Sally's walking. Oh my gosh. And I was like, sit down, sit on the curb. I got to go get somebody. I said, you're the reason we're here. Sit on the curb. No more moving of old people. No old people are allowed to move while one old person is on the ground. It's like herding cats. Oh my gosh. And the whole row went down. Don't let your old people sit in the same row. Mm-hmm. I live alone. I can't even blame anybody, said Terry. I was at work and a kid fell on the blacktop and I ran to get first aid kit and smack, I was on my hands and knees in 1 second. You shouldn't help people. This was shortly after I turned 40. He goes, I don't remember this happening before your birthday. I had to go to the chiropractor. She was like, what happened? Your back is messed up. Carly, I think I missed part of the story. Yeah. Why is it when you're in a bad mood, your clothes catch on doorknobs? Tracy, that is the most accurate thing I've ever heard. And why is it that when your clothes get stuck on a doorknob, it's usually in some dramatic moment, you're like, and I will not stand for this. And then you're right back where you started. You're like, maybe for one more second I will. And now I won't. And you just look real dumb. You just look so dumb. Mm-hmm. I tripped on the steps in the garage, called for my husband to pick me up. I was very dramatic. Of course you did. I started the Couch 25K this week. What does that mean? Shirtless and barely breaking. We have come to fisticuffs. Katie, what is that? The Couch 25K. What is that? And I've been huffing and puffing my way around the neighborhood. Here comes the 20-something neighbor passing me twice, shirtless and barely breaking a sweat. I don't even know what you're talking about, Katie, but it should stop. It should not be a thing. I announce it to everybody, Missy. It is Old People Dominoes. That's because his name, I don't even know. And he works when I make my crazy videos. How do you say door s'more? Door s'more. Doro. Desormo. I should not be allowed the French language. I have nothing. I can't even make it Italian. I'll try. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Walked into a apparently very clean door during a wedding reception and broke his nose. How hard is that man walking? How hard are you walking, brother-in-law, that you broke your nose? How big is his nose? Girl, if I break my nose walking into, oh my gosh. So there were all these storms last night. And after the storm, Jason was just like itching to go for a walk. He was like, I gotta go do something. I gotta go for a walk. I was like, okay. Do you guys know that there are different speeds of walking? Denise, I did save Fred. I am at my quota for saving old people. I saved 2 old people this year. I love Fred. Fred's my favorite. I enjoyed talking to Fred, but the whole time we were talking, I was like this behind Ed. I don't know what I was doing with this hand, but this is how I walked. I was like, oh, really? Where are you from, Fred? Have you ever? That was me and Fred, the whole walk. Don't pay attention to this hand. It was probably more, but you got to get on. I mean, you got to get leverage. I didn't weigh him. I just wasn't sure. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I think Fred loved it. My mom, brother, and I were walking in the snow to the movie theaters. Okay, right there, Carmen. I don't need to see a movie that much. She fell. We were walking, and she didn't realize she had fallen. We turned around and said, "What are you doing down there?" We were laughing so loud. We went to see a serious movie. So during the movie, it was very quiet. She buzzed out laughing out loud in the movie. She was thinking she had fallen, and she was thinking about her falling. The Couch to 5K. Oh, I still don't know what that means. Is that like get off your couch and go do a 5K? I don't think so. Marta. So that's the thing. He says, can we go couch to 5K is a program for people who want to take up running. No, I don't want to take up running, but I signed up at church because I'm lonely and stupid. After 12 weeks, you compete in a 5K. Katie, buy a ukulele. Just stop this madness. Katie, everything that you wrote was just so on brand for everyone here. Don't talk about Jim and speeds of walking. He basically runs everywhere. Sharon, so Jason says, let's go for a walk. Okay. I had on like my beach shoes, not sneakers, just like slip-on shoes, right? So I don't think we got 10 steps out the door. Does your man do this? He gets his hand and he puts it on my lower back and he will do it is like a plow. I was about to say, does your husband plow you? Don't answer that. I blame Jim for that. Bulldozer, none of these words are better. But you know what I'm talking about? He will move my body along. This is left turn. Either way, we started walking and I was like, so then I stopped. I go, well, hold on. What kind of walk is this? I literally had to stop and say, I need to know what kind of walk we're on because I feel like we're on two different walks. Because I think we are on a relaxing afternoon walk. I think you are trying to do that weird Olympic walk where they did this a lot and they could never get into a full stride, but then they won gold. I don't understand it. Yeah, is it a walk or is it a walk? Yeah, the first time Ed took me for a walk, I yelled, why are we running? It's a sweeper like in the bowling alley. Yes, that's a better word. Thank you, Robin. I enjoy a stroll. Maybe that's it. Are we going on a stroll or are we going on I'll say power walk. So that's the thing, Kathy, is it had been raining. So now I'm in like beach shoes. My feet are wet and I'm sliding. I'm like, I wasn't prepared. I'll go put my sneakers on if we're doing like a fast walk. But he was like, no, don't worry about it. And so like, he goes, I'll slow down. I said, thank you. I got little legs. I know. And I don't even have little legs. I found out yesterday there are different walks. And then we just started doing pickleball again, which makes me very angry because he beats me every time. Because my stride is too short and I have to run to keep up. Yeah. I'm 4'10", he is 6'3". Our strides are very different. That is the one thing. Jason and I are pretty close in height. And when we walk, our strides are pretty, it's got to be like, if that's off, that is life-changing. Yeah, my husband's talking about what mission I'm on. Yeah. It is. And he's like, I don't even try to keep up anymore. I'm like, go wherever you're going and I'll get there. Yeah. It's so funny. Shopping with my mom and sister, they would always leave me in the dust. I'm hot. I didn't put the air on. Do you guys care? It's gonna sound so loud. You know what? Sometime around 9:15, it's like, no, listen, here it comes. Here she, oh, we gotta talk loud now. You wouldn't have noticed it if I put it on from the beginning. My husband always asks me, are we walking my speed or yours? I think that that's what I'm gonna have to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why walk when you can ride a scooter, said Lee. Mm-hmm. I have a heater on. It's so cold here. Margaret, where are you? Um, my mom and I both only have one speed. They are not the same. I get left behind. I know, Rebecca. It's too much. So, Joanna joining us from Edmonton. But then in knee surgery, he slowed down. Mm-hmm. Back to the falling. I laugh at everybody. The one that I remember most is in a snowstorm. I was driving down the road and this little girl fell face first into a snowbank. I was laughing so hard I had to pull over. And yeah, I did make sure she was okay once I controlled myself. It's just fun. Western Australia and it's cold. So is this your winter? Mm-hmm. Tina, it looks like your hair is dark brown, no gray. It's funny. Well, I told you it's all on my undercarriage. You really don't see it much when my hair is straight. When my hair is curly, it's like boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Middle of winter here. Wow. Have you always lived in Australia, Margaret? Hmm. I don't know much about it. When I think okay, here's my question. Have you ever met a kangaroo and did it look like a boxer and did it try to take your dog? That is what I'm currently obsessed with when it comes to Australia. And I want to know if all kangaroos are trying to box people. Because in my mind, they are. Mm-hmm. I have the opposite. Most of my undercarriages are gray on the top. Interesting. But I do feel like one of those Barbie dolls from when we were younger. So, like, depending on what I do with my hair, I'm like, does she want to, flip it? I'm like, oh, does she want to have this cut? Does she want to be blonde? Does she want to be this? I just returned from Ireland and I was stripping off clothes. Yes, I was born here. Years ago, my nephew got beat up by a kangaroo. I believe you. I'm going to tell you something, Roxanne. I would not have believed you, I don't know, a year ago. But like a year ago, all of these videos came up and they're just of like really beefcake kangaroos and men trying to save their dog. Kangaroos love dogs. I'm pretty sure they beat them up. But they take your dog and then they put it in a headlock with their big arms and then they I had no idea. My favorite kangaroo quote. Okay, Melanie. There are 49 million kangaroos in Australia and 3.5 million people in Uruguay. If the kangaroos were to invade Uruguay, each person would have to fight 14 kangaroos. That is a very interesting fun fact. I hope people in Uruguay have really understood the assignment on this. Kangaroos will generally leave you alone unless you harass them. I'm going to tell you something. In the video, Margaret, those dogs didn't do anything. And they got put into a headlock. Roxanne said the kangaroo walked up to him. He thought everything was okay. So it kicked and then it went out. Yeah. I love the fact that you have a favorite kangaroo quote. I mean, who doesn't? Margaret, is Lee Wiggins also in Australia? Did you say I'm just up the road? Do you two live near each other? Could it be that the two people that watch our show from Australia are in the same town? Sounds like a trip. Crazy. Crazy. Wow. We are an educational show, specifically Uruguay and kangaroo facts. Yeah, Marta, we got to eat that before tomorrow, or I'm going to leave it for the dog sitter. Lee wants to know, is anybody going to the Cornwell Quality Tools NHRA US Nationals in Indianapolis? He's just putting it out there because that feels like something would be interesting to many of us. Would anybody like to answer, Lee? Oh, Lee, you're going to go visit differently. We need an Australian chapter. Oh, visiting in December. That's so crazy. You guys should meet up. I did find a dog sitter. It's one of Brooke's friends. Isn't that crazy? Leah Wiggin, that you could go there and see Margaret. Take a picture. Send it to us. That's the kind of stuff I love. Do not go looking for kangaroos. I can tell you that right now. Wow. You can meet Brittany Force if you go. Lee, this is Lee McKinney. None of these words mean anything to anybody, Lee. I don't even know what that conference was. Who's Brittany Force? Lee, I love that you Brittany Force. I live not far from Lee. Robin, are you in Australia? Is it Australia, dude? John Force's daughter. The fastest woman on the planet, really? Oh, I don't know her. Is that who it is? Brittany Force. It says Brittany Force dies in devastating car accident. Is this a different Brittany Force? Oh, she's a drag racer. We're talking about, there's a lot of Brittany Forces. Got it. Jody knows. My daughter and 2 grandsons are in Australia. Oh, that's lovely. That's Australia. She's a race car driver. I had no idea. All right, Lee. Well, thank you for letting us know. Nitro Top Fuel Dragster and world record holder plus 3-time NHRA champion. National H. What's H? It's motor racing. All right, Lee. Different Lee. McKinney is schooling us. All right, listen, we talked about dead horses yesterday. Why not talk about drag racing? I'm all for learning. You're in Australia too, Robin. Why don't we have a chapter? You girls have to get together and tell us what you would do in Australia. Like, well, today we're gonna go to a kangaroo museum. I have no idea. Hot Rod Association. There's many women attending the NHRA as men. Wow. So I think we have at least 3 people in the Australia chapter. Very exciting. Very exciting. And who knows how many kangaroos that you could add. You guys could go from 3 to 14 million very quickly, according to Melanie. If you go one time, you will be hooked. Lee, do you have a hot rod, or have you ever drag raced, or you're just a fan? Mm-hmm. That's so fun. Hmm. Is there a Long Island chapter? There's a list of all the chapters. If you go to OneFunnyMotherStore.com, you'll see all the chapters. There'll be a chapter listing and a link. So I used to drag race in Phoenix on Friday night, said Kay. Interesting. I am a retired amateur, but I love nitro racing. I don't know what nitro racing is, Lee McKinney. Why is it nitro? Is it just super fast? Yeah. Now listen, if Uruguay starts a chapter, we're gonna have to meld them for obvious reasons. So that's gonna cause an issue if you have a lot of kangaroos. I drag race, just not professionally. Back in the day, I got to meet Jungle Pam and Jungle Jim. It was a real thrill. Jim, I gotta be honest, I don't even know what you're saying, but I love your enthusiasm. Mm-hmm. I love that you're just they would be like if you said the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. I feel like that's akin. Like I feel like you're like if you were in it. Like if I was in it, I'd be like, you met Pam. You met Jungle Pam. Jealous. I don't know what a Jungle Pam is. What happens if you put in Jungle Pam? See, this is why my Google history is definitely weird. Jungle Pam. The life story of the queen of drag racing, Jungle Pam. It's not that hard. She's 75 years old, born in 1954. She was a sidekick to Jungle Jim. Thought it was the equipment on the playground. Look up Jungle Pam. She's a drag racing queen. She was a final year student in high school who had 2 weeks until graduation when she met Jungle Jim in 1972. She had no idea about drag racing, was focused on academics. Jungle Jim saw her walking down the road that day while driving his yellow Corvette, and he approached her. They started talking. She learned about drag racing, became his sidekick, earned her nickname Jungle Pam. Stunning figure, often braless with a skimpy halter top. That's oddly specific. Checked for leakage, and staging the car, arranging the parachutes. They made it to the list of the top 50 NHRA drivers in the 17th position. All right, she's been 2 failed marriages after the death of her lover, Jungle Jim. I love whoever wrote this. Interesting. I missed yesterday's show. What is this about dead horses? It was toilets, Roy Rogers, dead horses. I can't connect all the dots for you. I think they're obvious, Marta, but I mean, you do you. Well, that was the trajectory and obviously how it unfolded. So always checking for leakage. I knew when I said that was not gonna. Yes, my brother has a house in Lewis. We've been to Jungle Jim's. Is that a restaurant now, Allison? Interesting. Michael Palisak is the best. If you missed last night's Tipsy 2, he's just a lovely person. I just enjoy chatting with him. So it was nice to talk to him. Trigger, yes, Marta. See, it's all coming together. I don't have to explain anymore. Toilets, Roy Rogers, dead horse, and she was like, trigger. How did she get that? I don't know, but it was obvious. So there's that. All right, everybody. Busy day today. Hopefully everybody. He was a pleasant young man, said Tracy. I bet he would love to hear that. He is. He's very lovely. I feel like I know his son Jack now. It is adorable. But do yourself a favor, find out when he's near you. I got to see him. So I found him because I saw his clips on Instagram. And I thought he was so funny. And then we interviewed him. And then I went to the show that night with Jason and Natalia, I think. So I was 17 when he was born. So no, he's super funny, and definitely like working the road. So it's a hard job. I just got here. Y'all have a great day, Jeremy. Jeremy, you gotta stay on time. Where you been? We did play the video of Missy falling twice, so I should thank you. Everybody said you did a great job of picking the music. I just keep it in the files, just in case, like days like today, that it would be appropriate. Jungle Gyms in Delaware is a water park, go-kart arcade, family center. Interesting. And Jungle Pam is still alive. If anybody wants to go see her, Lee McKinney's going to Indianapolis. So in case you want to check it out, there's that. All right. So that's it. Anne said she watched Michael's stuff on YouTube last night. Good. He's so funny. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I'll be running crazy today. We have our open mic tonight. Maybe you'd like to join us. We always have a lovely evening, chit-chatting and checking in. If you are part of the open mic, we decided to post each week's video on Thursday, tomorrow. So if you're performing, you'll have a week to kind of check out your video and the feedback and such. And then it'll be replaced every week. So, and that is on your dashboard. So just for anybody here that has not checked out our Facebook page. Yep, Katie, she's like, I got to get off this couch and run a 5K. Good luck, Katie. Kudos to you. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, what did we talk about today? Madeline, just go to your dashboard and you'll see last week's video. So you'll be able to check it out. They always, what did we talk about? Oh, you know what they always say? Make sure that the people in Uruguay are reminded of a possible invasion. They're always saying that. That one took a minute. And I think the real thing to remember is make sure you have your kangaroo facts at all times prepared. So conversationally, nobody should bring up dropsies, period. But when somebody brings up kangaroos, you should be able to kick out your kangaroo fact at any point and be like, here's my favorite kangaroo quote. You should be prepared. So that's it. Shikendra said on your open mic dashboard under view is where you'll find your video. And if you haven't joined us, come join us sometime. You don't have to perform. You can be part of our fabulous listening audience, and they have been so helpful. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.